Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am that pretty strong BMF. This is the tail end of Memorial Day, the time I'm filming this, so I hope everyone's had a good holiday. I hope everyone got to enjoy themselves in some way. I had the day off. Didn't want it, but I had to take it. So I decided to spend a good portion of the afternoon, 3 or 3.5 combined hours out in the sun, walking literally around my entire neighborhood, distributing flyers for this channel. I was passing out advertisements, printed them out myself, and got to talk to some people. Some people sounded pretty encouraging about it, and others, a little dismissive, but it was a good mix. So hopefully something will come of that. I did dare to look at my subscriber count a little while ago. After I gave it about a couple hours after I stopped handing out those flyers. I said, oh, let's just check it. And guess what? Nothing changed. Nobody subscribed yet. I have one new subscriber since then. You know who you are. So anyway, I went from 31 to 32, and it's got nothing to do with all the work I put in today. At least as far as I know, at the time of this recording, it has all been for naught. Nothing. I've accomplished nothing. But I'm going to give it more time. I realize that subscribing to my channel isn't everyone's top priority. People got things to do. They're busy. They got families. They want to chillax. I get it. All right, so I'll give it some time. I'll give it a few days, maybe a week, and then I'll get depressed about it. But seriously, I wasn't even planning to do this video, but since that's what's on my mind, I do just want to make a little statement about dedication. Because some people, depending on where you are, along your fitness journey, you're going to find that you might have trouble reaching your goals. Perhaps you're starting to exercise and you're seeing those gains, as we say. You're seeing that development quickly. You're changing your diet. You're just changing your lifestyle altogether. And you're starting to see, rapid improvements. Not necessarily overnight, of course, but quick. Probably quicker than you'd think. But then you start to plateau. It happens to everybody. This happens to everybody. Because newbie gains are real. You start off really quick, start putting on muscle and losing body fat real fast. And you're like, man, this is great. I love this. And you fall in love with the lifestyle, and then suddenly it's up and just flat lines like this. Happens to everyone. But there's a reason. It's because your body will only adapt so much at the start. That's just our biology. That's the way it is. The more advanced and developed you become, the more difficult it becomes to develop any further. And you will, in fact, I shouldn't say you will, but everyone has a genetic limit. Everyone. And it's different for everybody. There is no person on earth that doesn't have a genetic limit. There is a certain amount of muscle that your body can carry. Different parts of your body can carry different amounts of muscle. And it has a lot to do with, like, your bone mass, for one. And it also has a lot to do with the number of muscle cells you have on your body, because that's different from from person to person, and it doesn't change. Unlike fat cells, unfortunately, which multiply, they replicate. Muscle cells do not. Everyone has a set number of muscle cells, so that is a primary contributor to everyone's genetic limit as far as muscle gain is concerned. So yeah, you're going to find, if you get into this whole fitness lifestyle thing, that eventually it's going to slow down. And what I don't want you to do, what you should absolutely not do, is get discouraged and think, oh, it's not working for me anymore, or something like that, because that's ridiculous. That's preposterous. Of course it's working. At the very least, you can maintain the build, like the body that you've developed, the body that you've earned up to that point. At the very least, you can maintain it. But you may have to work really hard or employ some other methods. You know, you may have to do other things if you want to develop further. Okay, you might have to train harder. You might have to train differently. You might have to dedicate more time into it, get more volume in your training. You might have to cut more junk food, get really strict about things. The most impressive bodies in the world have extremely strict daily regimens. Most people are not willing to live like that. I don't live like that either. I can't even call my diet strict. It's really not. I mean, I had a giant bowl of cereal for dinner. And I still maintain this. So it's like, you can do it. You can do it. Okay? Don't give up on your goals. But at the same time, you should be setting realistic goals, of course. Not everyone is going to look, just to use a common household name, not everyone's going to look like Schwarzenegger. Not everyone's going to look like that given year's Mr. Olympia, right? It's not going to happen, especially because they're all on drugs. The performance enhancement drugs that bodybuilders take allow them to surpass their genetic limit. That's what they do. That's the purpose of many of those drugs. It literally turns them superhuman. So don't look at those people and be like, oh, I can't be like them, so I might as well give up. That's ridiculous. Besides, in my opinion, the best looking people in the world are not on those drugs. In my opinion, the best looking, like the most appealing bodies, the ones I admire the most, are highly trained, very strictly regulated natural bodies. I don't think there's a single bodybuilder, a single fitness guru out there on PEDs, and I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that's the body I want. I just don't think it's up. I haven't seen it. Set realistic goals and stay on course. Because if you start veering off course and you give up, well, then you're going to fail. It's like I could look at this whole YouTube thing and the fact that I handed out, how many did I hand out? 120. I handed out, I think, like 240 flyers today. And I don't have one additional subscriber as a result yet. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make more flyers. And either next weekend or the weekend after that, when I got some time, I'm going to hand out more. And I'm going to try talking to more people. And hopefully, eventually, something will have come of it. But I'm not just gonna sit here and mope and let it get me down. This stuff is hard. It's hard. I got business cards. I got all these flyers I made. I'm out here promoting myself on Facebook and Twitter. But it's especially hard for me because I wasn't on social media before I started doing this. So now I gotta try to. So I just basically handicapped myself. It's not like I had 1,000 followers, and then I was like, hey, I got a YouTube channel now. I had 0 because I wasn't on Twitter or any of this stuff. So it's really hard. And that reminds me, if you haven't subscribed yet, why have you not subscribed to my channel yet? Especially if you're on my Facebook and you see my posts. If you're seeing my Facebook posts, because these videos are like the only thing I'm posting these days, and you're not subscribed yet, shame on you. Shame. I've got over 100 people on my Facebook account, and I have 32, it was 31, but now 32, right? 32 subscribers to this channel, and a bunch of those people aren't even on my Facebook. What are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Now, I promised that I wouldn't be hammering that in my videos, and frankly, I've kept that promise, because this will be my 22nd video or something, and I haven't mentioned this since my introductory video. So I gotta say it eventually. I gotta say it every once in a while, because people ain't doing it. Subscribe to the channel. If you like the videos, like a video, comment on them for goodness sake. I've got over 20 videos now, and I think I have like 2 or 3. I think I have 2 people who have commented on my videos so far. Nobody's commenting on the videos. Not even to tell me I suck. Why? Why is nobody telling me I suck? If I suck, let me know. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and ask me why I look like, some kind of Michael Jackson knockoff in my introductory video. It's because of the lighting. I finally got new lighting in here. I got my daylight bulbs. And before, I didn't know what I was doing. I had competing different types of light sources. And I applied a filter so the video was choppy and it looked all weird. It's just the way it is. But anyway, stay on course. You gotta keep training. You gotta keep eating right, sleeping right if you can. I realize I've been an insomniac my entire life. I realize that's a lot easier said than done for many people. Get your protein, right? Exercise, stay on course. It may be slow, but you will progress, especially if you're doing this, if you're just in the early stages of it. It's going to happen. And ask me questions, which you could do via comments in my videos. Just saying. No, but seriously, I made 2 response videos, at least, by the time I post this video. And I like those. I really do enjoy doing the response videos because they're very personal. All the other videos I'm doing, I'm just talking about things that I think are important. But when I do a response video, then I'm talking about something that I know somebody else thinks is important because they asked me about it. They asked me to address it, so I'm addressing it. That's why I'm here. So if you have a question, go ahead and ask me. You could ask me in the comments in this video right here. Just go down and type it in. All right. It's hot in here. We got no air conditioning on. And I got my bedroom door closed, and my computer, my laptop here, sounds like it might actually combust. Let me know what you want me to talk about because I will address it. All right. Have a good week. See you next time.